Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining back today. Welcome back to the TechNet vlog. I'm just getting used to the name. Yeah, so welcome back to the TechNet vlog. And so, just to remind us, the need or the reason for this vlog is for us to share knowledge in terms of business analysis, project management, Scrum, and also knowing the challenges we face when, reading business analysis book of knowledge, even that of PMP, even that of Scrum.org. So that means like this would be kind of an interactive session. So, and also a disclaimer. This is not a paid vlog, and this is just me sharing my knowledge. And yeah, I think we can dive right into it. So yesterday, or the last time, we went through the preface, and we know that we were taking through the different versions and why they created the versions and how they, arrived at version 3, which is what we are going to look at right away. So just for us to start from where we stopped yesterday, and we're going to dive into the introduction and see how far we can go. Yeah, I hope you can all see my screen. Yes. So introduction, that is the chapter 1. And here it says that a guide to business analysis body of knowledge, BABOK Guide, is, sorry, I always call it book of knowledge, but it is body of knowledge. So it's the globally recognized standard for the practice of business analysis. The BABOK Guide describes business analysis knowledge areas, task, underlying competencies, techniques, and perspectives on how to approach business analysis. This is just summarizing the preface, telling you that this is a standard for business analysis, telling you that this book we're about to dive into or explore covers the following, that is, the knowledge areas, task, underlying competencies, techniques, and perspectives on how to approach business analysis. And mind you, I know that I think in project management book of knowledge too, we had something similar to this. Okay, so when you are reading this, just know that you will come across such, and don't get confused. Just try as much as possible to imagine every scenario, every step, or everything you read, and yes, and maybe within time, I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how to go about reading this and some facts to help you. So 1.1, we have here the purpose of the BABOK Guide. So now, just zero your mind that this is just going to tell us why they have written the BABOK Guide, what they think the importance, or what this should do for anyone reading it, or why they have come about it, or just yeah. The primary purpose of the BABOK Guide is to define the profession of business analysis and provide a set of commonly accepted practices. So they just want to give business analysis, the profession, a definition, and at the same time give you, provide you commonly accepted practices, ways by you have to go about your business analysis tasks. It helps practitioners discuss and define the skills necessary to effectively perform business analysis work. So it's always good to underline this. So it helps practitioners. So it helps you as a business analyst, you as an aspiring business analyst, to discuss and define skills necessary to effectively perform business analysis work. So it helps you to have a knowledge of the skill you need to have to perform your duties as a business analyst, or perform the work of a business analysis. Yes, either way. So the BABOK Guide also helps people who work with an employed business analyst to understand the skills and knowledge they should expect from a skilled practitioner. Oh, this is good. So now it tells you, you as a business analyst, it guides you. You as someone who is employing or an employer of business analysts, helps you to know what to expect from your employees who work as business analysts. Yeah. So Business analysis is a broad profession in which business analysts might perform work from many different types of initiative across an enterprise. So it tells you that business analysis is broad, and it tells you also that they can perform their work from different types of initiative across enterprise. So it can be any enterprise. It can be telco, it can be government, it can be private, it can be any enterprise. But telling you that we know that this is broad. We know that these are different enterprises trying to achieve different goals, but this is a standard that we are presenting to you. And remember, in the preface, it tells you also that it doesn't mean that you have to peg it that, oh, this would have to be streamlined to, like, this must be this. The only thing is the standards. Try as much as possible to match it with what you do. And also, there are even some things you do that you may not even find here, but those are also standards. And they are continuously working towards embodying or imbibing those stuffs into business analysis body of knowledge. Now, just telling you, don't limit yourself too. Practitioners may employ different competencies, knowledge, skills, terminology, and attitudes that they use when performing business analysis tasks. Telling you that you can bring in knowledge areas, skills, and stuff just to do your tasks as a business analyst. The BABOK Guide is a common framework for all perspectives. So telling you that this runs across board. Describing business analysis tasks that are performed to properly analyze a change. So telling you that this BABOK Guide helps you to analyze change or evaluate the necessity for a change. So two things. Let me read it again for you. The BABOK Guide is a common framework for all perspectives. So this is across board. Let me also highlight it for you, because when you are reading, you need to be alert, so that there are some things you see that, oh, this looks like something I should underline and have in mind, just in case. Yeah. So the BABOK Guide, I'm reading what I just highlighted. The BABOK Guide is a common framework for all perspectives, telling you that this is across board for all perspectives. Remember, enterprises. Describing business analysis tasks that are performed to properly analyze a change. Telling you also that this BABOK Guide helps you to analyze change. Or evaluate the necessity for a change. And remember, as a business analyst, we are change drivers. So it tells you this BABOK Guide would help you or would guide you to analyze a change, and at the same time evaluate the need for a change. For example, when you are asked to do something and they want to bring in a change, right? They already know they want a change. That is you performing that change, helping them to initiate the change and stuff. At the same time, there are some companies that don't actually know if they need a change or not, or if they need a new system, if they need to get rid of the old system. And you are now coming in as a business analyst to evaluate the necessity for a change. You are now coming in to test their system to know if this should if we need to augment this, or if we need to get rid of this entirely and bring in a new system, a new process, and stuff like that. Tasks may vary in form, order, or importance for individual business analysts or for various initiatives. So tasks can be in various forms. It's also in different order or importance. You have the low, the high, the medium tasks, the ones that should come first, the ones that should come before, and individual task, various initiatives too. The 6 knowledge areas of BABOK Guide That is the business analysis planning and monitoring, elicitation and collaboration, requirement life cycle management, strategy analysis, requirement analysis and design definition, and solution evaluation. Now, we are now moving into the 6 knowledge areas of the BABOK Guide. And it's advisable you have this in mind, you know? So let me go at it again. The 6 knowledge areas of BABOK Guide are the business analysis planning and monitoring. So you plan and you monitor. Elicitation and collaboration, whereby you collect requirements and stuff like that. Then requirement life cycle management, you look at the life cycle of your requirement. Then the strategy analysis, the approach you want to use. Then requirement analysis and design definition, that's the RAD. That you are analyzing your requirements and also you are also analyzing your design. And solution evaluation, that is when you now look at the solution and you evaluate it. Is it giving you what you want or not? Well, we are still going to dive into that later on in the BABOK Guide, but let's just continue. Yeah, so moving on from there. So telling you that these knowledge areas describe the practice of business analysis as it is applied within the boundaries of a project or throughout enterprise evolution and continuous improvement. So let me just highlight this for you. So it tells you that the 6 knowledge areas of the BABOK Guide describe the practice. 1, the practice of business analysis as it is applied within the boundaries of a project. So it tells you this is the practice. This is how it is when you are applying business analysis within the boundary of a project. Okay? Or throughout enterprise evolution, that is throughout changes in an enterprise, and continuous improvement. So, you know, for example, when you are into Scrum, you know, it's continuous improvement. So it just tells you the 3 areas, the knowledge, the 6 BABOK Guides knowledge area covers. It tells you, yeah, knowledge area covers. I just wanted to clarify. Yeah. So the following image shows how 3 of the knowledge areas support the delivery of business value before, during, and after the life cycle. So this illustration just shows you how the 3 knowledge areas support the delivery of business value. That is how whatever change you want to introduce or introduce would help the value of business before, during, and after the life cycle of projects. So let us look at this. So the business analysis beyond projects. You have pre-project and you have the project. Then you have the post-project. Then you have the rationale. Then you have delivery and you have the benefit. Then you have the strategy analysis, you have the RAD, and you have the solution. Now, remember, it tells you that the knowledge area or tells you or shows you how the delivery of business value before. So the before is a pre, the rationale, the strategy, and during and after the life cycle of project, how it helps. So the pre-project, before you go into a project, okay, you are already imagining, you are already envisioning, okay, for example, you want to build a system that allows people to do online shopping. How would this benefit us? You say, oh, because we have people that are in need of services that need to be delivered at their doorstep and stuff like that. So they are able to shop online, right? Just like you have Amazon and the rest. You already seen the benefit of that project. Then post-project, when you are now done with the project, you are looking at, has this met our need? Has this, like served our purpose? You are now weighing what you've done, right? What's the rationale? What's the idea behind this? Then when you now go into delivery of that project, do we see the benefits? Now the strategy analysis, that's requirement analysis and design definition. What strategy do we want to take when it comes to this project? And When you are done with that, you are now looking at the solution evaluation. Oh, we have delivered this project. Okay, let us look at it critically. Is it serving our needs? Is it meeting KPIs? If it's not meeting KPIs, what are we supposed to do? What can we do about it? So, yeah, I hope we're able to get that. I told you that we'll meet a lot of illustrations that even I find it difficult to, comprehend. Yeah. So, let's move right into it. 1.2. What is business analysis? Yes. What is business analysis? So, I would always say, don't think it too much. Don't think it too much because if you think it too much, it tends to give you migraine. Just take it as it is. So, let's go right into it. What is business analysis? Even at times, you can even isolate the definitions. You can isolate the terms. Business analysis. Business, you are analyzing a business. And when you say you're analyzing something, what are you doing? You are trying to look at it critically, right? Yes. So, business analysis is the practice of enabling change. Remember, as a business analyst, you are a change enabler. You are that person that walks into the room when there is an issue and you say, okay, after analyzing this, I figured out that we need to augment this, we need to change this, we need to do this and stuff. And then you pick it up and go through the process of change management and stuff, how to, bring about that change to that enterprise. But let's move on. Business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an enterprise. You enable it. Like that's why you have to look at these terms critically. You don't force change. You don't mandate change. You enable. Like you are helping. You are at times, if you've noticed, some enterprises, even when they employ you to be a business analyst, then you still face blockers in terms of your stakeholders not wanting the change. So your work is to enable it. Try to make them see the reason why they need this. Like lead them on to see, we need to realize that they need this and agree that they need it, or else who would test? It will be frustrating. So business analysis is a practice of enabling change in an enterprise by defining the needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. This is so apt. So I'm just going to highlight it. I'm just going to take some sip of water because I've been talking a lot. So it tells you that you help to enable change in an enterprise. In fact, let me bring it home. See it that you help to enable change in your household, among your colleagues, in your team, within like two friends. You are an enabler of change because you have seen the need for that change. But the business analyst, as a business analyst, you see what others don't see. You sense what others can't sense. So you have to be on top of your game. You have to be at alert. So that's why you need to enable change. You need to read they say read the energy in the room. So, and you enable this in I know they say in an enterprise, but when we say enterprise, oh my goodness, in a company, but bring it down so that you comprehend better and faster. And how do you enable this change in your household, among your friends, team, peers? By defining needs and recommending solutions. And you see, you are defining needs. You are defining, trying to say, oh, this seems to be like a need that needs to go in here. You are giving it form, and recommending solutions. You are recommending. You are not, because there are so many solutions, but does it meet business need in terms of time, budget? And at the same time, is it what yeah, it may even be what business needs, but is it what they want? So it is not your right to say this is how we have to do it. Business has the final. When I say business, I mean your stakeholders, those that have brought you in. Like, we need this. They have the final say. So at the end, when you investigate, analyze, and you are able to come up with recommendations or different solutions. For example, I want to build an app that people can come and maybe apply for jobs online. And there are so many ways to do this. You can do it as an application, you can do it as a website, you can do it as a form, Google form, you can, in so many ways. So you are now defining those needs, and you are now bringing different solutions before your business or your stakeholders, and you're now recommending a solution that deliver value to stakeholders. So you're trying to tell your stakeholders, okay, this is it, you know, but this is my recommendation because of this, that, because it touches the different areas that you want met. You get? So I hope I was able to. I'm sorry we are spending so much time, but there's a difference between the fact that you read something and you internalize it, that even when you are sleeping, you can remember. That's how I love reading, actually, or studying. Let me put it that way. So, business analysis enables an enterprise to articulate needs. At times, I would put it to you, enterprises or companies or firms, even in your family or household, even between friends, we don't actually know what we want at times. At times we feel we know what we want. I remember one of my facilitators, and during my business analysis training, they will tell you that, oh, at times business will come and tell you, I need a car. Okay. And you now tell them, articulate it and send it to me via email. When they send it to you, it will be so, wow, okay. But when you start analyzing, investigating, and stuff, and even asking those discovery questions, you see that they actually need maybe a scooter. Yeah, that is how well informed and at home you need to be with being a business analyst. Yes, you can't just like not that your business is your child or your but when your kid comes to you like, daddy, I need this and stuff like that, you start asking them discovery questions and stuff like that, and you don't like give business a car because they say we want a car. Because the car may not really meet their needs. What if they meet traffic jam on the way and their need is to meet a particular business on time? So you see, you've actually not met their need. So let's go back. I'm enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, so business analysis enables an enterprise to articulate needs and the rationale for change. So you articulate a need, you put it together, you try to understand it, articulate it, and then the rationale for change. And you are seeing the need, and then the rationale. What is the sense behind it? And to design and describe solutions that can deliver need. So, as a business analyst, or business analysis enables an enterprise to articulate needs that is through you and the rationale for the change. So this is what we want, or this is what we need, and this is the reason behind it, or the sense behind it. Then, and to design and describe. So when you must have gone through that elicitation and collaboration, and then you are able to come to your design definition, looking at your different solutions and stuff. You are also looking at the fact that, would this design or solution meet the value? We want to make 1 billion in the next 12 months. We need a solution. Oh, I have a beautiful solution. But this solution will give you 500 million. Has it met the value, or has it met the need? Yes. Yes and no. It's giving them money, but it's not pointing towards the amount they want at the end of 12 months. So yeah. So business analysis, we're moving on from here and we are touching here. So business analysis is performed on a variety of initiatives within an enterprise. So within an enterprise, business analysis is performed on a variety of initiatives. There are so many. Each day needs come out, wants come out in enterprises, and they are telling you that it's telling you how important business analysis is. Simple. Because there are so many initiatives that need to be analyzed, that need to be defined, that need to be articulated. Initiative may be strategic, so they are now breaking initiatives down. So please note this. Initiatives, you know what initiatives means? Um, um, uh, Ideas, need, a gap, or something like that. It depends on context. Initiatives may be strategic, tactical, or operational. So, initiatives may be strategic, tactical, or operational. Let's look this up. This is how I study. I love to break stuff down. So I'm having the Oxford Dictionary and I'm looking up strategic now. So strategic tells you that it has to be, let's see here, strategic or strategy. So it has to be, I'm trying to put it in this context so that it will make sense or more sense. For example, let me use an example or context around this. For example, you need to develop a system that monitors. Okay, for example, you find out that you are not able to provide a count of the number of tickets sold at a railway station. And you see that there is need for this at this moment because it is a strategic need. Because at this point, we cannot provide numbers, right? So this is a strategic. It is at the nip of time. You need it because it will help bring about, it will help make things clearer so that you can move ahead from this point. Then tactical, you know what tactics is. When it has to do with, just give me a method, a tactics, like you approaching something in a planned manner. For example, let's also take our example from that of the railway. So, strategic, tactical. We needed tactics to approach this. So, we need a method to approach finding a solution. You see? I hope I'm making sense. Or operational. You already know what operational is. When a business or when a system goes live, it becomes operational. That means it's continuous. So, as a business analyst, you are at times called into operational systems. Systems are already live, but they need continuous improvement. So, it's just telling you that these are the different areas within an enterprise where business analysis duties or stops are performed, or various initiatives. Yeah. Business analysis may be performed within boundaries of a project or throughout enterprise evolution and continuous improvement. Business analysis may be performed within the boundaries of a project. Remember, we've said this before. So it could be within the boundary of a project. That is, a project, has a beginning and end date, right? Or throughout the enterprise evolution. Maybe an enterprise is planning to overhaul or trying to let's say, get rid of old systems or old servers, like from top to bottom or from bottom to top. So it's like an evolution. They want to go cloud. And also continuous improvement, that is operational. It can be used to understand the current state. So the business analysis, remember that the main sentence here is business analysis is performed on a variety of initiatives within an enterprise. So it's now breaking those things down here so that we don't lose focus. So it can be used to understand the current state. So whenever you are called in as a business analyst, the first thing is for you to look at what is obtainable currently. Okay, you will want to you want to get a system that helps you to track the number of tickets each day, right? How do you track it currently? Do you write the names of people that buy tickets on paper? Or is there a way they key in their name on the system? Then also, it can be used to define the future state. So when you understand the current state, you can now move to how do we improve on the already existing system? That is the future state. Maybe we can now introduce online app whereby people can download and obtain their ticket, and then it goes somewhere to like the numbers dump somewhere at the back end, and to determine the activities required to move from the current to the future state. So remember, I'm going to go back. So here it tells you that business analysis can be used to understand the current state, remember, the future state, and also how you can move from the current to the future state. Business analysis can be performed from a diverse array of perspectives, different mindset, different understanding, different notions. The BABOK Guide describes several of these perspectives. I think I'm getting tired, but after this, we'll end for today. Now, the perspectives are Agile, Business Intelligence, Information Technology, Business Architecture, and Business Process Management. These will be discussed at length inside this test. A perspective can be thought of as lens through which the business analysis practitioner views their work activities based on the current context. So telling you, whatever perspective you are working out of as a business analyst, be it agile, be it business intelligence, information technology, business architecture, and business process management, I think I lost focus. a perspective can be thought of as a lens through which, so it is a lens. If I'm working on a project as a business analyst from the agile perspective, I am seeing it through the agile method. I'm working it through the agile method. That means I'm looking at Scrum or Kanban, or I'm bringing up the principles or the practices of whatever perspective I'm working. I'm not taking it out of context. One of the many perspectives may apply to an initiative. One or many perspectives. So telling you can use agile and business intelligence at the same time. You can use this and this at the same time, or you can just use one. And the perspectives outlined in BABOK Guide do not represent all the contexts for business analysis or the complete set of business analysis disciplines. I like the fact that they give you options, or they give you their ideas, and they tell you there are also many more out of this. So that is the same thing they are saying here. There are so many more perspectives out of Agile and the rest. And even if you can use one or more, just have it in mind that this doesn't stop you from exploring other perspectives. So I think we can end here. We've tried for today. We've gone for like past 30 minutes. And maybe next time we are going to continue from who is a business analyst. But I hope we're able to catch some, points from what we've read so far. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow because I feel that we need to drill deep, you know, so that because this is the introductory part, and it's better for you to drill deep because get the holistic idea of what Babok is trying to give out so that you don't get confused along the line. So tell me how you've been able to read through and also how you're doing with your studies and all. Thank you so much and see you later. Bye.